Larken Rose here, and I recently found out just how bad I am at promoting my own stuff when I sent a message to my Facebook page and asked how many people there are aware of the fact that I've written 6 books. And most people weren't, including a bunch who have followed me there for a year or two. So I thought I should quick make this video mentioning my 6 books and how to get them, or if you can't get them, mentioning that. The first book I wrote is called How to Be a Successful Tyrant. While I'm making this video, it's currently out of print. However, I'm in the process of making the second edition, which will be in hard copy form and an ebook and an audiobook when it's finished. Like I said, while I'm making this video, it doesn't exist yet, but down below, when that changes, I will change the description to give a link of how you can get that. The second book I wrote while in prison. It's called Kickin the Dragon, Confessions of a Tax Heretic. And I wrote that while in prison for a year for having not sent pieces of paper to the IRS. Also, a bunch of people who followed me didn't realize that happened to me either. Below, in the description, I will give the link for a free PDF download of the whole book. In hard copy, it's really hard to find because it's out of print and people sell used copies for ridiculous prices, but you can get it for free at the PDF below if you want to learn the whole ridiculous story of my adventures with the federal extortion racket and its kangaroo court system. The next one I also mostly wrote while in prison is my novel called The Iron Web. The print version doesn't exist right now. It's out of print. I hope to bring that back into print soon, but there is an audiobook. Again, check the description below and I'll tell you how to get a copy of the audiobook on disc if you want that. Then comes the book that most people who know me are familiar with, which is The Most Dangerous Superstition, which is by far the most important thing I've ever written. It's all over the place. It's back on Amazon. Every once in a while there's been it's been out of print for a little bit while we were arranging the next printing. It's in print now. We have lots of copies. You can get it there in hard copy or ebook. Then came Parasites on Parade, which I released very recently, which is my own story of dealing with local bureaucratic boneheads. But the point of it is not my own tale, but how my own tale is actually not at all unusual, and a whole lot of people have learned the hard way that even local government that's theoretically supposed to be more responsive to the people's needs still makes a bunch of power-happy buttheads, and that government at every level, to any degree, of any size, sucks. And finally, I might even say I don't have 6 books, I have 5.5 books, because the last one is called What Anarchy Isn't, and it's a small illustrated thing that I made so people could buy it in bulk and hand it out and leave it lying around and things like that. It's a crash course in what the word anarchy actually means and what it doesn't mean. And so, again, in the description below, I'll tell you how to get that. That one I only sell in bulk. It's not supposed to be a one thing. It's supposed to be so you hand it out and give it around, and we make it cheap enough that people can do that. I'll also include the PDF so you can see the entire contents of the thing before you buy 10 or 20 or 100 of them or whatever to hand out. So there, those are my 6 books, and probably people who followed me for a year or 2 or something should have already known about them, except I do such a horrendous job of promoting my own stuff. So there you have it.